Hi guys, it's Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you notice, there's definitely a difference to my channel too. So welcome to the Merely Michelle makeup channel. I changed everything up just a little bit just because I wanted to have a more creative YouTube channel. So the name changed, the face of our channel changed. So yeah, I hope everyone's liking the changes. For this week's video, I thought it'd be really great to sit down and for us to do a actual natural look. So my first video, I decided to do how I do my natural look, but I decided that the fitting title for that was definitely Soft Glam, so it definitely was Soft Glam. But today I'm going to teach you how to do an actual natural look of makeup that you can wear around every single day if you wanted to, or just because we're in quarantine, you know, walk around the house with it. So yeah, if you want to learn how to do a natural makeup look, then keep on watching. I'm definitely going to make sure I'm hydrated underneath all my makeup so that I don't dry out my skin throughout the day. And I'm definitely the more of the type that has dry skin on my face at all times. And ever since moving to Georgia, that weather has been a lot worse on my skin. So I have a lot more dry skin than normal. So I'm gonna make sure I hydrate my face. And I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer Mist. So that primer mist can work as a primer and a setting spray. We're gonna take my favorite e.l.f. Putty Primer. Probably won't use as much as we normally would for our like heavy makeup, but as I say that, I'm putting like a shit ton of on my face. I just have a fat face and a big face, so I need a lot of product. All right, so something that we're gonna do a little bit differently that I didn't do in my first video is we're going to use concealer before our foundation. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because our foundation that I like to use for my natural makeup is not like a complete foundation, it's a BB cream. So I want to make sure that since the BB cream is like not as mattifying as I would normally want it to be, I want to go in beforehand with something to conceal all my imperfections. I feel like you can play connect the dots on my face right now. We're gonna take our beauty blender and just kind of pat all those in. All right, the next step we're gonna move on to is our foundation. Now I'm using a BB cream, and this is Maybelline's BB Fresh Dream. And the reason why I'm not going in with my usual Anastasia foundation is because it's more full coverage. And whenever I feel like I put that on my face, sometimes like, I feel like if I put full coverage foundation on my face, then I definitely have to go with like all out, like the whole 9 yards. But I am adding just a little bit to the BB cream that I just put on my back of my hand because I think the BB cream might be a little too dark for me. So this one's a little bit more sheer, so I'm not expecting it to cover my entire face. That's why I put concealer on parts of my face that I do want covered up. So yeah, this might be too dark for me. I am the queen of not matching my foundation to my face. And normally people that like lightweight foundation and like not full coverage foundation probably won't be putting as much on their face as I am. But I just had that tendency. I love my full coverage face. Even though it's supposed to be medium coverage, I probably will still keep packing it on to make it almost look a little full coverage. I have a too much gene. I gotta stop. All right, so what we're gonna do is go back in with our concealer. We're just gonna brighten up underneath our eyes just a little bit. So you're just gonna put a little bit on there. Now we're gonna move on to setting our face. I will say one thing. So someone messaged me the other day, and you know who you are as soon as I bring this up, about saying, when you say baking powder, are you using actual baking powder on your face? And I just kind of started laughing just because like I've been doing makeup for so long. I guess I should have used a different word. Full disclaimer, not baking powder, like actual baking powder. We're using setting powder. I call it baking powder just because like I use it to bake my face and it's powder, so I end up just saying baking powder. But no, what we're using is setting powder, and right now we're using the Morphe Bake and Set setting powder. So right now I'm taking my Morphe Bake and Set setting powder in the color Translucent, and we're doing that to all over our face. Usually I would use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder that is in like this, that's in the actual color of my face, but because I don't want my face to look super mattifying because we're not doing like full coverage, I just want to take a translucent powder and put it all over. The only downside of this is it kind of makes my face have like a different like white cast to it. Like you can kind of see I have a white cast on my face now. So I might go over with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. Oh my god, my forehead It looks so white. All right, because my face looks a little bit matte, I'm gonna go back with my priming mist and kind of bring back some life to my face. We're gonna be using our bronzer or contour to brighten up our faces. That's the whole point where you do that. My favorite part. This will save the day. Okay, I'm going back in my Morphe face palette. All right, like usual, we're gonna start right here and just kind of go light circles everywhere. And we won't be baking, guys, today. All right, we're gonna move on to blush. We're gonna do our finish our face, and then we'll move on to our eyebrows and our eyes. And because I'm obsessed with blush. Okay, we're gonna move on to our highlight, which I'm gonna go back into our Morphe palette. And we're gonna look at maybe this color right here. We're gonna start at the top of your cheek. I'm kind of blending it in with my blush a little bit and going up. All right, next we're gonna move on to our eyebrows. Again, I'm using my NYX Fill and Fluff eyebrow pencil thing. It's got 2 ends to it. I'm actually gonna do my brows off camera, and I'll be right back and we'll finish with our look. I'm back and my brows are filled up a little bit. I'm not going as hard as like I thought I was going to, just because I want to make sure that we're still sticking to our natural face. And as you can see, my eyebrows still look bad. I don't know what to tell you. All right, to make sure we're doing a natural eye look, we need to make sure we stick with like natural tones. So what we're gonna do is mainly brown tones, but probably gonna do one color, which I know sounds really weird. Maybe 2 colors. It sounds really weird, but like we're gonna just define our eye just a little bit. We're not really going in there and smoking anything out. We're just gonna do a little bit to define our eye. So we're gonna pick up our fluffiest brush. We're going into our Conspiracy palette, and we're using Tannicon, which is this little light brown right here. We're going to our crease, and we're just gonna not really blow this out, but just use a little bit to define our crease a little bit more. First, I'm gonna start with like just swiping back and forth motions, and then I'm gonna go in with circular motions. And I'm probably gonna take a slight darker color and just slightly tap in some dark brown in there, just to define it just a tad bit more. Okay, so if you can see, we have a little bit more definition in our eyes, which is what we want to keep on with that natural look. Now, we're gonna go back in and we're gonna try doing a shimmer shade. Just gonna pick it up with my brush, put it a little bit in the center here. And I think for the shimmer shade, we're gonna put it all over our eyelids. Usually I only keep it to at least 2/3 of our eye, but I think with this one, since it's more of a natural, we're gonna do all of our eyelid because we did only put eyeshadow in our crease. And we're not gonna use lashes either. It's a bad day when we don't get to use lashes. So we're just gonna use mascara. We're gonna take our eyelash curler, which I know a lot of people say this is not good for your eyes, but I'm doing it anyways. And what I like to do with my mascara is when I take this wand, I start at the root a little bit and I kind of go back and forth like a little back and forth motion, not up and down, just because I like to make sure I get as much product as I can in there. Our last and final step are going to be our lips. Now normally I would add probably a lipstick to my looks, but today we're doing again like a natural look. If you have a clear gloss, I highly say a clear gloss would look amazing with this look. Any type of like light pink lip gloss, something that would match your eye look or whatever, but I do not have gloss on me of any kind. But I'm just gonna take a chapstick, we're just gonna apply this on our lips, and we should be good to go. So this is our finished product. I hope you guys all liked it. I definitely am proud of myself that I was able to sit down and do a natural makeup look without using my too much gene and doing too much. Let me know if you liked what we did today. Comment what you liked in this video, and comment what you would like to see next from me. Thank you so much for the last 2 videos that had over 100 views. I'm so excited. I hope this gets the same feedback, and I'm really happy this is like something that people want to see from me. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.